Hello and welcome back to Digital Assets Daily. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in your corner of the world. I have a special video today I would like to share as I had a moment to speak with the founder of XRPAYNET. Amidst his busy schedule, he was able to squeeze me in on his trip to Florida. And I drove down to Miami, beautiful Miami Beach, and was able to, steal a few moments of his time before he headed back to the UK. Amazing guy, very friendly, and I think there's a lot of exciting potential with his XRPAYNET. But without further ado, let's dive in, and I'll share the interview with you now. Okay guys, today I've traveled down to Miami to meet with Christian Polishchuk, the founder of XRPAYNET. Christian's from the UK and he's been in Miami for a few days, and if you've followed my posts on Twitter and the few videos, one thing that caught my attention with this company is it's built on the XRP ledger. And basically let's dive right in. So Christian, what made you start XRPAYNET?
Well, Clay, thanks for having me on the show today. XRPAYNET. I started this company because, as you probably know, and a lot of people out there know, XRP is not designed for the retail investor.
Okay, so really quick, I just want to step in here and add a video because I think this would give it a little bit more impact and credibility to the conversation.
Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So I mean, it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals. And that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise. And we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions who will start to use it for wholesale financial usage, that's when the turning point will come.
Got it.
They don't want the retail investor really using XRP. It's designed for the banking system as a direct competitor towards SWIFT, hopefully to take over the SWIFT network.
And again, really quick, right here, I think it's very important. I just want to toss it in again.
So you've said before that you think there's a world where Ripple could take over SWIFT.
Well, I've also said I thought there was ways we could work with SWIFT.
Let's talk about that.
And this is where I think the high volume and high price value of XRP will be introduced because it is in that wholesale market. But this is the other thing that really, really intrigues me. If you follow this channel, I share all of the news and try to minimize the opinion. But this is what really, really intrigues me and interests me with this asset, is because it is designed for us, for the people. But it's also built on the XRP ledger. To me, that's huge because we all know the Interledger design and the basis for the XRP ledger. And again, XRP is more focused for wholesale, but what better than an asset designed for retail on the XRP ledger? Now let's dive right back in, because to me, this is a very big moment and opportunity.
I'm here to bring something to the retail investors to fill the gap that XRP will leave behind if it's taken out of circulation to the public, and I just want to attack that retail space. And also, I mean, even if XRP continues in the retail environment, which would be fantastic, I'm a huge fan of XRP, we're going to build a whole payments ecosystem for the consumer to go into any store, spend XRPAYNET on the XRPAYNET card, but the retailer still gets settled with fiat currency, and there's nobody on the planet doing this at the moment.
Yeah, I'm totally on the same page with you there, and I think that's great. We've shared on the channel from day one a lot of information, and I think we're going to add some video from direct Ripple to support the comments that you're making. I think that would be very powerful. And so, what is the next 3 months likely to bring in terms of progress and in developments with XRPAYNET?
Okay, so March and April, well, February as well, in fact, we've got the planning of our wallet app, which will include also instant messaging functionality to request funds from friends, family, mothers, fathers. You go onto the chat app, request funds, and you can actually receive funds directly through the chat app into your XRPAYNET wallet. So we've got the whole wallet in development. That should be out in about 3 months' time. Additionally to that, we've got a card partnership, so you'll be able to spend your XRPAYNET in retail stores, and they're the two things we're focusing on first in the next 3 months. It's the wallet app and the XRPAYNET card. And
obviously, as a retail investor, I think that's great, because the first thing when I hear you say that comes to mind is XRP being very fast and very near free, basically. Because I think right now, if you've, meaning anyone listening, not necessarily you, Christian, but anyone who's paid attention to Ethereum right now, the fees, they come out with their 2.0 and they actually went slower, and the fees actually increased significantly instead of going lower. I shared something even recently on Twitter where I had $26, I believe it was in Maker. And sorry guys if the truck is very loud in the background, my apologies. But it was about $26 in Maker. I was just gonna shift it over the remainder, but the fees were over $200 to exchange out $26 from the ERC token. So I think the great thing, as a retail investor on something of retail use like that, that's going to be amazing, so that they can use their crypto on your card, and that knowing it's going to be very fast and very efficient with low fees on the XRP.
Exactly, and on top of that, with our whole ecosystem being built on the XRP ledger, and the XRPAYNET token being built on the XRP ledger, to be able to settle a crypto transaction, settle it in fiat in 3 seconds for next to no money, it's a world first, and that's what we're out to do.
Absolutely. I can see the benefit myself personally, and I'm sure anyone listening today can actually benefit from that as well. Especially, I think, as investors, I think everyone's kind of had it to the maximum of all the Ethereum prices and the slow time delays with that. All right, so having said that, and we've mentioned a few other assets as well, so who do you see as basically your direct competition with XRPAYNET?
Well, there's a lot of tokens and coins out there at the moment that can transact in the same speed as ours if they're built on the XRP ledger. What they're not focusing on is the retail environment. They're not focusing on transacting, starting the transaction with crypto and finishing it with fiat. And I think we're the only people right now on the planet that are doing what we're doing. So I don't really see any competition at the moment.
Yeah, and again, from research, I kind of can support that. From the beginning of our channel, we've only shown a few other ones that are in the same area, but they're not doing exactly what you're doing. So I think that's great. And obviously on this channel, XRP being our absolute favorite, I think this is a great thing to have been built on the XRP ledger from that ecosystem.
Thank you very
much. I think a lot of the XRP army and the XRP investors are going to, it's going to catch their attention. You're going to be very excited as well, equally like I am. All right, if you don't mind, can I get one final question? And basically maybe you explain what sets your team apart from other new crypto ventures.
Okay, well, I've got a very, very good team. We are spread all across the world. We go from the UK, Geneva, Switzerland, South Africa, the USA. One of the guys on my team, he's the vice president of a company in the United States. He's got 10,000 staff underneath him. So he's a very, very, very experienced corporate guy. One of the other team members, he's got experience with million-dollar transactions, multi-million-dollar transactions in the metal trading industry. So, of course, very experienced guy in business. the other guys on the team, they've all got very unique skills, whether it be social media, management, marketing, research, or business development. The team that I've built is absolutely fantastic within their departments. So I think the spread across the world that we have, and the fact that there's so many people with so many different skills on the team, there's 9 of us in total, I think that's what sets us apart.
Yeah, I think that's very exciting. And I think being in such a global expansion like that, I think it's going to kind of give you a little bit more insight with what each, country and each area is, affecting them as far as like and again, I have to bring up the speed and the low fees of the XRP ledger.
Yeah.
Again, mentioning Africa, I know that's a big target for the retail industry right now because, being the unbanked and the underbanked, and this is going to bring them, totally bring them into this. And I can see a use case for that immediately down there. So, or I should say across there.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate your time and thanks for...
Thank you very much for having me on today. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time and, have a safe trip back to the UK.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully you enjoyed your stay down here in the beautiful Miami.
We loved it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I want to end it with a little bullish video. I think that is as positive as it gets. And guys, remember, it's not financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only.
So I like, some people have heard me say this before, but I'll throw it out to the audience. What is Interledger's total addressable market size? All the money. Nobody wanted to feed it. Yeah, it's all the money, because what we're really talking about with this idea of the Internet of Value is creating a single global payment network that connects literally everyone and processes maybe not 100%, but 90+% of all the money. That's what we're talking about.
Much love, and we will catch you in the next one.